Good morning, good morning, good morning. Man, holidays are over. Time to really get ready, get our mind set for 2025. Thanks for taking a few minutes today to sit in, listen in on this video live stream. If you'd like to say hello, just go ahead and put that in the chats. I will put my little chat box there. So if you're watching live, just say hello this morning. I'd appreciate that. I'm really excited today to share with you that last week I was in the studio all week recording videos to complement my new book on automotive CDPs. The book is a planning guide for auto dealers who want to lean in and do more with their first party data. They want to organize it. They want to update it and keep it updated. They want to activate it, just not for marketing now. That's really important. CDPs are more than just a marketing tool. They really can lend for creative ways to generate more sales opportunities, to fix gaps in sales and service processes, to elevate the customer experience, and to increase the lifetime value of each customer. Outside of automotive, CDPs are very common. A customer data platform, a single place where all of the transactions, phone calls, emails, chats, texts are all rolled up into a single record so that the companies can better serve them. The companies can send appropriate content. They can time offers to make them more relevant, and they could use modeling to see what's the next best product to offer or sell, or when to remind them to service. CDPs are coming into automotive retail in a big way, and 2025 will probably be the year where we break through the early adopter phase and see CDPs on more mainstream dealer conversations. So why did I record a video series? It's very common when I bring up the term CDP, whether they want to admit it or not, the general manager of the store, the dealer principal of the store, may not have a firm grasp on what a CDP is, how to plan to implement one, what are the costs or risks associated with CDP, what are the real benefits, what are the financial rewards, and what type of staff do you need, what type of training do you need, how long does it take for an investment to return something meaningful financially. Well, the good news is that some turnkey automotive CDPs can start delivering value within the first 30 days. The larger your dealer group is, some of those ROI calculations and timelines may be extended depending on the complexity of the use case, the complexity of the data integrations. But right out of the bat, when you clean your data, unify your data, you'll see maybe if a dealer says, oh, I have 500,000 customers in my DMS. Really, when it's all said and done, it's probably more like 250 to 300,000. And they're unified. They can be updated with new phone numbers, with updated email addresses. So instantly, your marketing is elevated. You're able to reach more of your customers. All of that can happen in the first 30, 60 days, depending on your vendor. But if you just focus on marketing, you'll lose to the big competitive advantage of CDPs, because once you clean up the marketing, you're going to say, well, okay, I guess that's the best I'm going to get out of it. And then you'd say, well, why am I paying a recurring fee? The real thing is to think about how many times are your customers out shopping before you know it? How many times are your customers on your website before you know it? What would it look like if you were able to get these signals when your customers are back shopping or your prospects are back shopping, and be able to follow up with a phone call or send them an email or a text message to start the conversation. What it would look like if, when your website processes break or difficult, you could offer proactive support before they defect to another dealer. These are some of the operational benefits of a CDP, which for many dealers are hundreds of thousands of new dollars in revenue. For dealer groups, it's millions of dollars. When you think about all of the people that come to the dealer's website and only 2% fill out a lead form, some dealers it's 1%. 4 to 8% call. 90% of the visitors are anonymous. Yeah, some is bot traffic, of course. But what could you do in 2025 if you really organized your data, if you really valued your customers, if you kept their records up to date, you updated whether they still own the vehicle, you updated their address, so you're not sending service reminders to people who moved out of state. It happens all the time. So I recorded the video series because I know that in many cases, dealers don't like to read, or dealership executives don't like to read. I say that not picking on them. It's just that I've been in rooms and saying, how many of you are reading 10 books a year, 5 books a year? How many of you just don't like to read? And over 50% of the people in the room said they just don't like to read. So I created the video series to complement the book. So these videos could be played in the conference room with executive leaders. Obviously, someone should be reading the book to maybe guide the conversation, but these videos are broken up. There'll be about a dozen videos altogether, ranging from 12 minutes to 25 minutes on different topics, walking through the development of the book. So I created these videos to complement people who are more auditory learners or visual learners, people who like to listen to content as they drive to work, to supplement what's in the book. Now, I will be releasing the book at NADA. That's the National Auto Dealer Association Conference in New Orleans in January, which once again is over my birthday. So it's birthday celebration in New Orleans this year. Dealers who make an appointment to see me at the booth, the PCG booth, I'll give you a copy of the book. If you just want to stop by and purchase a copy of the book, they'll be there for sale. Or it's maybe easier just to go to pashgroup.com and you'll see the ability to order a copy of the book. And we'll be shipping them the third week in January. So while everyone's at NADA, anyone who pre-orders a book will have that book. This book would be ideal for discussions within your dealership, within your 20 group. In fact, I'm going out to a 20 group meeting in a few weeks because the leaders of that 20 group really wanted to understand more about CDPs. I think the timing of the book is well aligned with the interest level in the automotive industry on CDPs, so I'm excited on the timing. Most importantly, the book is not to be a hyper-technical book. We're not talking about data mapping or data translation at the field level. We're not talking about, programming APIs. We're not talking about auditing data at a detail level. The book is meant for owners and managers of dealerships who want a clear understanding of what CDPs can do to their business. More importantly, how do they look at the whole landscape, pick the right vendor, plan for success, implement smoothly, and activate their data quickly. I think that in the near future, once CDPs are in place, once there's a clean source of data, we're going to see more AI agents, specialized AI agents, agents who know how to deal with trade, agents who know how to deal with F&I questions, agents that know how to deal with service questions, actually picking up some of these micro audiences of customers who are showing signals that they want to buy a car, trade their car, service their car, enhance their ownership experience. Because to tell you the truth, more and more dealers have been cutting back on staff, looking for their existing staff to do more. And in most cases, salespeople have more leads than they should BDC folks have high turnover. And of course, the nice thing about having a unified record for each customer that's reliable and accurate, well, you could start to use AI agents to start filling gaps where time is a rare commodity inside the dealership. In the future, I hope to be writing more about companies who are writing AI agents that can plug into popular CDPs. There's about a dozen companies with specific automotive CDP or CDP Lite products. Outside of automotive specific CDPs, there are dozens of enterprise level CDPs. I'll address all of those factions in the book. There are solutions for every dealer who's watching this video. If you have a single point store, there are solutions. If you have 5 stores, there's solutions. If you have 50 to 100 stores, there's solutions. If you have 200-300 stores, there's solutions. The good news is if you have the vision, the leadership, and the desire to leverage your first party data, then getting a copy of this book will help your mind really set a clear roadmap for your dealership. And there's not many resources that dealers can grab onto right now on how to lay out their CDP roadmap. And the truth is, there are probably a dozen, 20 books, pamphlets, case studies written on how dealers should be using their CRM and innovative templates and workflows and lead work plans. That's been discussed for, I would say, 30 years. But when it comes to, hey, what are the potential pitfalls of implementing a CDP? What are the things I should be worried about implementing a CDP? How do I do data hygiene? These questions, it's not easy to get those answers. And that's why I wrote the book. Todd Smith, come on, how are you? Todd's been one of the automotive leaders that have been really encouraging dealers to consider cleaning up their data, unifying their data. Once your data is unified and cleaned and an ongoing hygiene process, you can do so many different things with it. And I think if you read Todd's articles, he's someone to follow. You may see industry veteran Larry Bruce been writing a lot about CDPs and data management. He's been in the automotive industry with many different software products for many years. He's been writing. But when you think of the 18,000 dealers, the dozen or so plus automotive CDP products, how much educational content is in one source to give dealers some directional advice on how to implement a CDP and what are the benefits. That's why I wrote the book, Automotive CDPs, a guide for auto dealers. So go to passgroup.com to order your copy. If you'd like to set an appointment with me at NADA, you can go and do that as well. And I'll give you a free copy of the book. The video series is going to be a great tool for people who want to watch and then discuss inside their dealership each of the topics that I cover. And the videos are aligned with the development of content in the book. That's why I'm saying the video series complements the book's outline. And then what I hope is to add into the video series interviews with folks like Todd and Larry and other leaders. John Klavenasher has a lot of insights into data management. Aharon Horowitz from Full Path, Amal from Full Throttle. I mean, I can keep on going. Mike Greer from Telium. There's a lot of people who have something to contribute to this discussion. Bobby from Activator.ai. I mean, there's a lot of people who are doing cool things. And then when it comes to audiences, man, Jonathan Lucinet with Client Command, amazing opportunities for dealers who want to clean their data and then use third-party audiences to do even more. Jeremy, thanks for joining the conversation. Jeremy's part of the Roman Auto Group, and Jeremy is leading up their CDP project. It's not an insignificant task. More importantly, it's an exciting time if you really want to stay ahead of the curve, if you want to give your dealership a strong foundation. I believe in the future, when companies go to buy other dealerships, if they have a CDP in place that's activating the data for great new revenue opportunities, retention is through the roof, loyalty and lifetime value is super high, it's going to add value to the deal. Meaning, I believe that dealers, when they're ready to sell, who have a really clean data ecosystem in place, will get top dollar for their dealership. Not only because the CDP is there, but it's because the CDP will be generating superior results for the dealership who's operating well, but also the potential of further, growth in an acquisition. Meaning, if I was the owner of a dealer group and I spent money to organize, segment, and activate my data in new ways, I'd be asking for more money. That's just me. So, if you'd like a copy of Automotive CDPs, a planning guide for dealers, and the video series, you can get both of them for $75. If you want a free book, just the book, you can set an appointment with me at NADA, and I'll be happy to give you a copy of the book there. But the book and video package is a great opportunity to read and listen and learn together with your dealership team. So I'm excited about the video series. Everything will be out and on the market on the third week of this month, January, just in time for NADA. But if you can't make NADA, don't worry. Get your book and video series ordered. And if you're part of a 20 group that's really excited about the future of first party data management and the reasons why and how to plan for that, consider inviting me to your 20 group in 2025. Jeremy invited me to his 20 group. So, Jeremy, I am coming out to see you in Florida after NADA. So thank you for that invitation. That's all for now. It's the start of a great week. And our Italian friends, today is Bufana. And or as some of our Christian friends who know, the Epiphany. Today is the day that Italians celebrate the Epiphany, and the famous Bufana, who, well, Italian kids get some extra presents today. So maybe I have to get something for Carrie. I'll have to think about that. Well, everyone, have a great day. Thanks so much for allowing me to educate and spend time with you. And thank you for the privilege. 2025 is now 20 years of work in automotive retail. Love it. Not tired of it. Continually pushing it forward, and the industry is pushing me forward as well. So have a great start to your week. I hope to see you in NADA. If you want to book an appointment with me at NADA, just go to pashgroup.com to get a copy of the book, or just order your copy, and I'll be happy to answer your questions in the days and weeks ahead. Have a great day, everyone. Where did my mouse go? Oh, there it is.